Oops. Hi, hello, those watching the replay. If you're watching the replay, let me know that you've watched. Say hello. And of course, if you have any questions when you're watching the video, even the replay, let me know. Okay. Okay, I'm just letting people know I am going live here. Should have done that a bit ago. Okay. Okay. Kind of last minute for some people. They can watch the replay. And I now check my hair, of course. Well, welcome to this. Hey, Kate, how you doing? Are you in Vancouver right now? Vancouver or Nanaimo? I need my water. Okay. Just waiting for people. See if anybody else gets on. I know it's a crazy time and this was so last minute, but this is one of the things that some people were saying that was really hard for them in my group, Women Creating Healthy Lives, which I should be in right now. And so I wanted to do a quick video about it, and I've got some stuff with me to show people some of the things I put together and how I kind of do it. I do have a free training about prepping and planning on my website, dianamarchand.com. You're in Vancouver. Welcome. So you can also see, it's an older training a couple years ago, but it still is okay. It still is good. And I show you how I prep my veggies, plan and stuff for eating healthy. And also, you guys, I have so many videos on YouTube, almost 700, 800 videos. And I also have videos on there, how to prep for your week of eating healthy. So make sure to check that out at Diana Marchand. I have lots of videos. And if you are not watching this for my Facebook community, Women Creating Healthy Lives for Women Over 40, then come and join us there, because that is where I like to do trainings like this. My nose is itchy, but I will also sometimes put these up on YouTube. Not all the time, but this one is also going to go up on YouTube. So if you're watching from YouTube, I'm originally doing this off of Facebook. So that's why I talk to people, or that's why I'm doing things on my computer, which is right here. Okay, so I just got a lot of stuff here. So what a lot of people think is like, I'm so busy, I can't eat healthy. And the reason, that's like an excuse, right? One of the reasons you can't eat healthy, why? Like if I ask someone and they're like, I'm just too busy. But you know, someone else may have the excuse of my husband or kids, or someone else. Just realize that we have a lot of reasons that we say are reasons, and they are the way we have set up our life, okay? So yes, sometimes there's things in our life that we cannot control, like if you work a job. Oh, my nose is so itchy. I don't know. If you work a job and you commute long distances, that's what can make it hard. So what I suggest for people like that is planning and prepping on your weekend for sure, but doing it in a way that is fun, okay? So what I used to do when I worked full-time was I used to do things, I used to prep and plan like my meals, and like I said, there's videos on my website. And while I was watching like a YouTube video, or while I was listening to some really good music, or an audiobook, or while I was watching a chick flick, a movie, I would love it, because then I'd get to turn on the TV. My living room and kitchen were attached. I would turn on the TV and I would get to watch a movie I wanted to watch, right? Maybe on Netflix or on regular TV. And I would dice my veggies and get my salad prep mix ready. So I used it as a time for me to also do that, plus do something else that I really love that I may not always give myself time to do. So think about that too, right? Hi, Joanne. How are you? Okay, so that was one of my best tips, is prep during the week, on the weekend. And also, you might need to do one little prep during the week, right? Hi, everybody's jumping on now. And I know I'm kind of talking fast, but... So I'm going to show you a few things that I do. So I used to work full-time. I was also a single mom. That was years and years ago. And I always still ate healthy. the thing is that it is also a choice. It's you're choosing to use I'm too busy as an excuse. Even when I get really, really busy, I still eat healthy foods. It's just that I may eat really simple. So that's what I'm going to start with. I'm going to start with this simple topic before I get into other things, okay? When you are really busy, let's say for a short period of time, you're like, okay, for 2 weeks, I've got these commitments. I'm really busy. So I'm going to need things fast and easy, right? Seriously, I'm going to show you something so easy. I forgot my thing over there, though. I guess I'm almost finished it. I didn't think I ate so much. It's almost gone. Anyways, this is the bowls I eat out of. Now, this is small, but I eat a big lunch, okay? I usually have a bigger lunch and a small dinner. So what I made tonight, which literally, you guys, I got home at 5:40, 20 to 6. I'm doing this video at 6. I threw this meal together, plus got all this set up in 20 minutes. Everything I have here. The meal took me 4 minutes about, okay? So here's what, but I have some things prepared, okay? So every week, I probably make this twice a week, I make a salad base mix. If you've taken my programs, if you've been a client, you know exactly what I'm talking about. In the winter, this is what my salad base looks like. It's really messy in here. It is root vegetables mainly, right? Because it's winter time. I have shredded carrots, shredded beets, cabbage, celery, green onions. Yeah, that's what I have in here. Shredded beets, shredded carrots, cabbage, green onions, celery. And that is my base, okay? Cucumbers, bell peppers go slimy. Don't put them in here. You can keep them separate, okay? So that's my base mix that I have in the fridge. Then I just have to grab this, throw it on a bed of lettuce that I have in my salad bowl to have a salad. But what I did tonight is I often thaw peas. Here's green peas. Thaw it in hot water, and then I just keep them in a container in the fridge. I make quinoa ahead of time. This is the tri-colored quinoa, and I keep it in the fridge. It's cold. So tonight, I got a frying pan, a little frying pan. I put in a bit of water, a little bit of water first. Then I put in some of my salad base mix, this right here, threw it in there. Then I threw in some peas, right? Then I threw in some quinoa and some coconut oil, and I sauteed it, put the lid on, let it warm up. I put garlic powder, pepper, salt, heated all that up till it got nice and warm, and then I threw in a bit of Bragg's liquid aminos like tamari or soy sauce, a little bit of Bragg's in it, right? That was all sauteed and heated up, and then I added some nutritional yeast, and my meal was done. To heat up, it probably took 3 minutes, maybe. So that's how fast you can make a meal. It does not have to take long. This thing, my tripod goes crazy. But what you got to remember is keep it simple. Have some things prepared in your fridge. Another thing that's easy that I just bought today is especially for winter, right? Organic frozen broccoli. So I got some organic frozen broccoli. I could have put some of that in the thing I made tonight in the saucepan, right? Super fast. I could have thawed a bit in hot boiling water from a kettle first, and then cut it up and put it in my saute that I made tonight. So fast, you guys. The simplest thing, whenever I say somebody, keep it simple, right? It's like, have quinoa made in your fridge, have some vegetable salad mix, always a base salad mix, and then you can saute those together. You can add broccoli, you can add peas, you can add chickpeas, you can add pumpkin seeds, you can add sunflower seeds, you can add cashews to a saute. It's really, really good, right? You can just throw these things together and heat them up really super fast as a meal. Now, if you eat meat, you can have it on the side. I don't eat meat, sometimes fish, right? And another thing I really like are sardines. You got to read the label and make sure there's no preservatives or junk in them. You want to make sure it's just, this one has oil and it's Mediterranean. So oil, a few peppers, some black olives, and a few little spices, but make sure everything's listed so that it's all natural. So I keep those to have on certain days. I don't always have them. I don't have them that often, but that's something I keep in my fridge. In the pantry, well, I'll keep my quinoa, and I'll also keep these kind of edamame noodles. They're the only pasta stuff I would ever recommend because pastas are not good for you or they will cause weight gain. These are super thin and they are high in fiber and high in protein. Very, very little, like really no starch, very little starch. So, and they break really easily, but these ones, they come in a couple brand names, but this is the one that I have right here. Okay. Do not buy macaroni, gluten-free, like the hard pasta stuff. Those are still really high in starch. You're just gonna gain weight. Okay, so we're talking for those who don't want to gain weight, want to eat quick, healthy, but not gain weight. Okay, so I do a lot of quinoa. That's way better for you. I made in here today, I made like a tuna salad. This is canned tuna, which I don't use too often, but sometimes. In it is mixed celery, green onions, the tuna, and I make my own salad dressing and I add that to the tuna. And there's no mayo, there's nothing like that. Salad dressing mixed in with this too is so good. It's just like I made an Italian salad dressing. Super fast and easy with Italian spice blend, garlic, salt and pepper, nutritional yeast, oil and vinegar. I use apple cider vinegar, right? So my salad base mix, which is here, and I keep my greens, my salad greens, I'm still getting the farmer's market. Those are in the fridge, right? They're washed and ready to go. So when I want to have a salad, I get my bowl or bowl pack to go to work, whatever, a bowl with a lid, like your, whatever you take to work. I put my greens in there. I throw my salad base mix on top. I may add some chickpeas one day, some sunflower seeds, right? Another day I may add some quinoa. I love quinoa, cold quinoa in my salads. Another day I may add quinoa and some green peas in that salad and maybe some pumpkin seeds. Another day I may have some of this. You can make this, put it in your fridge, have it cold in your fridge to heat up hot when you get home, maybe with some broccoli or something, or used in a salad, right? Just remember, more vegetables and greens than the starch. He thinks this is not really starchy, but so those, I'll make those and keep them in the fridge. So you can have a few things made in your fridge that you cook on a Saturday or Sunday, and then during the week you just grab and you make meals from those things. That's what's so fast. You're not starting a new meal every day when you get home from work, okay? I also have a great recipe for, they're called buckwheat wraps, gluten-free buckwheat wraps. Look those up on my YouTube channel. Get the most recent video of that. And then you can make like you can use it like an open face bread. You can use it like naan bread for soups or salads. Hi, Ruth. You'll have to watch it from the beginning. I'm going through all this stuff. But everybody can watch a replay. Okay, you can watch the replay. Don't worry about that. It's going to be on YouTube too. So I make my buckwheat wraps, the videos on YouTube. Also in Women Creating Healthy Lives, you can request the video and I'll put it in there, okay, in my Facebook group. And you can use that as an open face. You can use it as, you can make it like a wrap to roll. You can use it like naan bread. I often use it like open face. So that I make those buckwheat wraps quite often too. And while you're making those on the stove, you can be making something else. The thing is that you get home, you have an idea, you have stuff in your fridge, right? So if you have your salad base mix, you could make up your salad super quick and easy. Everything's in the fridge. Then you can make up some buckwheat wraps maybe on the side, or even do a saute of vegetables, warm up some noodles, whatever, right? Your meat or fish, whatever you are having, and have a quick, easy dinner. You guys don't overcomplicate things. Don't worry about, oh my God, is this a balanced meal? I'll tell you why you're not going to worry about that. Not when you're super busy. That's not the time. You just want to eat healthy ingredients. So you just need to go, are the things that I'm eating right now, are they healthy? If yes, you're doing far better than most people in this world, right? It's funny how people start to eat healthy and they start, well, how do I know how much protein I'm getting? How much do I know? How were you eating before? Did you ever count your protein and calories and minerals? How did you even know you were getting enough minerals before? But when people start eating healthy, they freak out. Believe me, when you start eating healthy, you're getting better nutrients, okay? Your body is happier, but you got to notice how you feel, right? Now, we're going to just show you how I take things. So, if I have busy days, this is what comes with me, right? My cooler bag. I will bring this in the summertime when I go to the beach. I will bring it if I have a busy day. I'll take a road trip in the summertime. I bring this. I literally will pack salad in here with those cooler things. Salad, a salad dressing that I keep in a container, a jar like this or something, right? I'll bring my own salad, my salad dressing. And for those in my programs, you get my recipe for my seedy bread. My seedy bread, which is made with like flax and psyllium and seeds and stuff. And it's so filling and nutrient dense, high in fiber, high in minerals. So it's so extremely healthy for you. And you can bring some of this along with you, right, for the day. This is a little silicone bag that I always usually bring cut celery and carrot sticks, usually always with me. This is the thing I snack on. I love this. It's not like it's the best thing in the world, but it's healthy snacks, right? That's what you got to remember. Sometimes we just feel like snacking. You just want to put something in your mouth, right? If you have things with you, use those. You can, these are some brown rice thins. So yes, you can use the thin brown rice cakes like this, right? For an open face sandwich. You just put healthy stuff on them like avocado, tomato, and sprouts, right? Avocado and tuna salad and sprouts, something like that. I put sometimes my sardines on top of them, right? You know, use them wisely. Don't just eat them as is because they're simple carbohydrates and they will actually just go right to fat, to tell you the truth. Cookies. I have a snacking recipe book for those who do not know. Here's my cookies that are fantastic. These are very low carb. They're just made, they're so easy to make and they're quite healthy, but you can keep these in the fridge and you can bring these with you, okay? So you can get those. I have a snacking recipe book and I will post the link in Women Creating Healthy Lives. It's only $11.11. Highly recommend you guys get that, as well as you get a training from me, a free video training on what to do when you snack at night. So I'm giving you tips on stopping the snacking on the bad stuff at night, what might be going through your head, how to turn that around. That's part of the recipe ebook 2 training. Okay. So that's that. And then what else do I have for you? My super powders. So I get some super powders. I've got wheatgrass, baobab powder, and chlorella in this one. And I just mix them all together so that when I make my smoothie, I just take a scoop of my super powders, throw them in my smoothie. When you have different bags to open, it's going to take you a lot longer, right, to put things in your smoothie. So when you want to be fast, it's like put all your super powders. Even you can add protein powder to this. You can add whatever you happen to use in your smoothies. Put it all together in one container. Therefore, you only need one scoop collagen powder. I have it separate right now. Okay, and so you make your smoothie in the morning, 1 or 2. If you make a second one, put ice in it. Put it in a mason jar or something, and you can put it in your second smoothie, if you're traveling, in one of these bags with ice, you know, that you have an ice block in it, whatever. And a second smoothie in the afternoon is perfect because that's usually when you're starting to go down. Maybe you get hungry. It'll give you energy. It'll decrease your cravings for the bad stuff and you'll feel so much better again. It fills you up. So a second smoothie in the afternoon is fantastic. This is just what I use for my smoothie jar. It has a lid. It's just a milk thing someone had and I got it from them. I love it as a smoothie container. It's just one of those organic milk bottles and it does have a lid. So I bring my smoothie. Plus I will make a drink and I have it on YouTube. It's a green powder drink made with almond milk, a bit of water, and my powders. And so I'll mix my powders. Oh, wheatgrass powders in this. Did I say that? Anyways, I'll mix my green powders with some cacao powder. Cacao powder is a raw chocolate powder and it's really high in magnesium and antioxidants. Tastes just like cocoa. So we have the cacao powder and my green powder drink, almond milk and water, and I add a sweetener in it. So I use a blend of stevia and monk fruit. You can use honey, you can use maple syrup, or you can use coconut sugar. Just a little bit of that in there. Shake it really well or blend it, and that's a super easy, fast drink to take with you. And you can also, again, it's perfect to bring for lunch or whatever when you pack this. You can just have it in, I usually bring it in a mason jar about that size. So I have my drink in this. That's just a liquid, really fast, easy to make. And I keep it in a mason jar, and I take that with me during the day too. So what else do I have? You guys have any questions? Any questions? And then we're going to talk about, so if you're just joining, watch this from the beginning, because I give you some good tips. I'm going to read what I wrote. Where's my notes? I'm going to get my notes. I actually had notes. So it's what you stock in your pantry. Get your pantry stocked of things. Oh, yes. Organic beans and chickpeas. So I used to make my own, but I know when you're busy, it's best to have the canned ones in there. So organic canned chickpeas and different kinds of beans, so that you can open up, rinse, and you can keep them in the fridge in containers like this, right? Don't keep them long. But then you can throw them in your salad. Then you can throw them in a stir fry. So with vegetables, you can throw in some chickpeas, some white beans, some black beans if you want. Just make sure, again, there's way more vegetables. There's greens too. No, you're not going to have a dish where the main part is the beans or the lentils. The main part of your meal should be vegetables and greens. That should be the biggest portion. And then the starches are what is just added, right? Or your meats, right? So always have your pantry stocked with things like I said, this is that Ananami organic, non-GMO. It's just like a fettuccine, really light, thin, super thin. Don't buy that thick pasta stuff. And then like I said, I have some organic frozen broccoli, which makes things super easy. You can have some rice cakes in there, and even rice noodles, thin rice noodles is great. You can always have your pantry with quinoa, stocked with quinoa in it. Chia gel, of course. I'm not going to go into the breakfast meal today, but, and then in your fridge, have your salad base mix, some greens for a salad and greens for a smoothie. Carrot sticks, celery sticks. If you want to do bell peppers and cucumbers, absolutely fine too. Make sure those are ready. These are best kept in water in the fridge. Like I actually have my things separately in a glass bowl with water, and then I just throw them in here. Things like I have my seedy bread. That I have, this is great in the freezer, and then I just take it out of the freezer and have it with me, okay? So it's really important to have these things here, right? I'm seeing what else I have. Boiled eggs. Boiled eggs are great things to keep in your fridge. Boiled eggs, have boiled eggs in there. And energy bars. You can get a really good energy bar by reading the ingredients, making sure there's no crap in it. If you have any problems, don't know what that is, no idea. Post a picture in the group, Ruth, and I'll let you know. So I have the training on my website, dianamarchand.com, for prepping and planning and storing your veggies. That'll help you. I also have my recipe book for healthy snacks, $11.11. Going to post it in the group. And I want to also talk about are you keeping yourself too busy? If you're keeping yourself too busy, my life is so busy, my life is so busy, my life is so busy, I can't. My life is so busy, I can't, right? Are you doing that to avoid dealing with other things in your life? Are you doing that to procrastinate? I really don't want to do this, or I don't want to eat healthy, so I'm going to keep myself so busy that I can tell myself and everybody else that I am too busy to eat healthy. Because like I said, quinoa and broccoli If you are too busy to put together quinoa and broccoli into a meal, that is crazy, okay? Or scramble up some eggs. Saying you're too busy to eat a healthy meal is an excuse. It means you didn't buy the healthy stuff to put in your home, right? Because putting things, you don't have to make a full meal. This is what I want to get at. Look at what ingredients, are the ingredients I'm eating for this meal healthy? Yes or no? People go, I don't have time to make a healthy meal, so I had to stop at Wendy's. No, you didn't. That was a mistake. That's an excuse, right? You can add protein powder to smoothies. I don't care. Yes, whatever you want to add to your smoothies. You can add chia gel is always great. Not doing breakfast stuff now, but for sure. Get a good clean protein powder. Make sure it's not one with a whole bunch of other junk in it. If you don't recognize the ingredients of a protein powder, then there's probably a problem. You can also grind pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and hemp seeds together, and that can be your protein powder. And that's one of the best ones. Yeah. I tried quinoa. There really isn't another alternative. So I tried quinoa. Which one did you try? The white, the red. There's 3 colors, white, red, and black, I think. You might like the red. And Ruth, you can message me after. How did you cook it? Did you overcook it or was it undercooked? White. Yeah, you might like the red. Just saying, you can, and the red, don't overcook it. It's crunchy, it's nutty almost. It's really good. The red is really good. Could be just the white that you're not a fan of. Or it could be, that it just bothers you. Why quinoa is because it's actually real high in protein and it's not a heavy starch, okay? That's why I use it so much. It's a low starch. It doesn't affect our stomach like a heavy starch like rice would. You could, Ruth, you may be able to use wild rice, the black wild rice. Cook some wild rice up, which takes a long time, but that's fine. You can cook some wild rice and just keep that in your fridge and try adding I love wild rice. And Ruth, soak the wild rice all night, then cook it. Okay? So wild rice is an alternative you can use. Otherwise, I'd say try the red quinoa. It tastes better. It's, more nuttier. It's different. Has a different taste, a different texture. And don't overcook quinoa. If you overcook quinoa, that's what might be part of the problem. You can also flavor quinoa. So I rarely have quinoa on its own. It's either with a salad, mixed in with salad dressings and all the other ingredients, or if I make a saute or stir fry, the quinoa's mixed in with the veggies and all these different spices that I add. You can add different spices to the quinoa, fresh garlic, onions, saute it with a bit of oil, then add the quinoa, then add some spices and flavorings and other veggies. Yeah, quinoa's not so great on its own. It needs to have flavor and be mixed with other things, or I used a salad dressing. Add a salad dressing to it. Give it some flavor. That helps too. Okay, so yes, back to it. If your life is so busy that you're saying to yourself, and watch, if you're just joining us, watch from the beginning because I did show you lots of tips. I showed you lots of tips. One more before we get into this. Nutritional yeast is... one of my clients didn't really like it. Everybody else does. It's flakes like this, and it's a complete protein. It's a non-active yeast. It has kind of a cheesy, salty flavor in a way. I love it. It is full of vitamin Bs. It actually is one that helps you to sleep better because it contains B1 or B6 that helps you sleep. Can't remember which one at the moment. And of course, vitamin Bs help us combat stress, are better for our stress, right? So nutritional yeast is extremely healthy for you. And it's great on cooked vegetables and any type of sautés or salad dressings. Don't heat it because you'll kill the vitamins in it. So if you're going to use nutritional yeast, use it once the food is cooked. Don't heat it high temperature. Like you wouldn't cook soup. You wouldn't put this in soup and cook it. You'd put this on your soup after it's cooked, possibly, but not really good in soup. It's almost like a salty, cheesy thing. Good on salads, good in salad dressings, good on cooked vegetables, nutritional yeast. So a really fast thing I would do, if I had no time at all to cook something, Often I'll scramble eggs. That's the fastest. But if I have quinoa cooked in the fridge, I'll use quinoa. I'll use some, if I had frozen broccoli or green peas, super fast and easy, I'd heat that up in a pan, right, with a bit of water and coconut oil, and I'd add garlic powder, salt, pepper, or Italian seasoning, if you don't like garlic powder, whatever, get some flavor in there, or salad dressing, and add some nutritional yeast, and maybe a bit of like soy sauce or Bragg's Aminos or tamari, and that's it, you guys. Super fast and easy. Have that for a meal. That is way better than grabbing junk from a fast food place, right? You have so many options. And when you're in my programs, you get so many amazing recipes and ideas for making things fast and easy. And you get in the habit, you're like, oh my God, this does not have to be hard. Like you also, we show you how to prep and plan, right? It's learning what things to have in your pantry. You get lists for your pantries. Hi, Betty. You, I'll post, like when you're in one of my groups and you're in my Facebook group, we have a special Facebook group for my groups. Like I'll post as many videos, all the stuff you need, and give you handouts on the prepping, the planning, the putting things together, all the ideas for putting meals together. Then I can guarantee it becomes pretty darn easy. So the fact that when you say you're too busy to eat healthy, just note that it is an excuse, because it can be super fast to eat a meal that has healthy ingredients in it. It's just you're thinking that you must cook a big meal. No, right? When you are super busy, you're going to keep it really clean, like clean and easy, quick, super easy, basic ingredients, mix and match. It's like a wardrobe. That's a good analogy. Think in your closet, when you travel, you only bring so many things and you mix and match and put them together. That's what you do during the week when you are quite busy, is you have a few ingredients, you mix and match them, and you learn to put them together. And that's also what I help you with in my programs. All right, this has been amazing. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me right now about any of this. Healthy eating, over 40, anything on ingredients, what I do for what. Ask away in the comments. I'll just put my broccoli back in the freezer because it's frozen. So you guys ask away and I'll be right back. Oh, it was sunny here today, but it's cold right now. So it's like, it's cold. Bean sprouts, like as in sprouts. Bean sprouts are fine. Yeah, great. Any type of sprouts are wonderful. And thank you for that, Ruth. Oh, sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is another wonderful thing to have in your fridge, okay? Now, if you buy sauerkraut at the grocery store, I would go for an organic one, of course, which is more expensive, but also a... you can get the sauerkraut in a European brand, usually, that has no other ingredients. You just want cabbage and salt, right? Okay, so make sure if you're buying sauerkraut, honest to God, you go looking for sauerkraut, they'll have vinegars and other junk in them. Just take a look. Bic pickles are the worst for pickles too. So when you're buying jarred or things like that, really read the ingredients, you guys, of everything, because you will be surprised. Salad dressings are one of the most chemical-laden junk sugar stuff wheat out there. Really bad salad dressings. Hi, Sharon. Oh, we're done. Sharon's my client. Good, let me know how they turn out, Sharon. Yay, yay, yay. Yeah, sprouts are fantastic. Bean sprouts are from mung beans. You can make them yourself, super easy. Yeah, Polish for sauerkraut. Absolutely, Ruth. Like the European one, they don't put junk in them. Don't buy the American Bics or whatever kind of other crap they have that they put all these preservatives and junk and vinegars in their stuff. It's just stupid. It's not needed. All right, that was a loaded training. If you're just jumping on, watch from the very beginning once I'm finished, because I did give you a lot of tips. And I think that is all. Now, this was just a quick review. I have more videos like this on Facebook, prepping, planning, or planning meals, healthy meals. I mean, on YouTube. So you can find me on YouTube. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos. This one will be up on YouTube after too. Yeah, I do have those. Absolutely. You're fantastic, Kate. Kate's one of my clients too. She's fantastic. Kate, Ruth, and Sharon. Yeah, and Elizabeth, Betty. You guys are great, because once you, I mean, you know about the food, right? You know what kind of foods to eat now. So it's just a matter of how can I start to prep this and have these things ready so that and how can I put meals together in a way that's quite fast, easy, and tastes really good, right? It's just a learning thing. If you're not used to it, it just requires trying things. I don't always my things do not always taste good. I'm going to tell you right now, you guys, I will put meals together and go, that was not good. So don't be afraid to try. Don't be scared. Oh my God. One thing, how do you think I've made all these seedy breads and cookies? Lots of failures. I get ideas from other people or see things. Oh, this person makes a seedy bread. That's really cool. I wonder what that would be like. I wonder how she makes it. And then I just try it, right? But like I said, I have my snack recipe ebook out. I'm going to put the link for. And what other one should I do? I'm going to do another recipe book soon. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, buckwheat wraps are fantastic. You can ask me for the video link and I will give it to you. I might put it in the group. It's on YouTube anyways. Yeah, but go ahead, look at my YouTube, go to my blog on dianamarchand.com. I have some recipe things on there too. And take time to have fun on the weekend. Watch a movie while you're prepping your food. Listen to an audiobook. Dance to some fantastic music while you're prepping your food and making things for the week, right? You will be so happy that you did it. It is so worth it. And when you are super busy, when you do have those crazy busy days, keep it super simple. All right. Much love to you guys. And share. I can't share this video. Anyways, did it on Women Creating. Wish I could. Tell people to come and join the group, because I'll be doing more videos like this. All right. Much love to you guys. Have an amazing night. Thank you so much for being here live. And thank you for being part of this community. Okay. Bye-bye.